The Kasserine Pass, a very strategic area that offers such advantages to defense that a sufficient force could exact an exorbitant price. The pass was initially controlled by the Allies under General Friedenthal. The defending Allies were made up of 2,000 troops, 4 Sherman tanks, 36 tank destroyers, and 18 artillery pieces. At 8 p.m., February 19, 1943, General Friedenthal phoned Colonel Alexander Stark and commanded him to go that very night and pull a Stonewall Jackson. The Americans badly planted 60,000 mines and 5,000 booby traps in their defense. The enemy, consisting of 8,000 troops, 100 tanks, and 65 artillery pieces, started an attack at dawn that was repulsed well by the Allies. But at around 10 a.m. the same day, the Germans began firing artillery at the Allies. The Germans managed to capture Semama's Peak before reinforcements arrived for the Allies. Dunphy, a British commander, reported the conditions of the battle and said they were poor. The Germans continued to fire at the Americans, now using a new weapon, the Nebelwerfer. By 8:30, the Germans had already made it to the infantry battalion command post. The following day got even worse, with Rommel, the German commander, visiting the Italian Centauro division, sweeping in from the southeast. By 5 p.m., February 20th, the Germans had taken the Kasserine Pass, leaving over 500 dead, wounded, missing, and Allied soldiers. While all this was happening, another German attack on Highway 17 with the German 21st Panzer Division failed. German attacks 6 miles south of Sbiba were within 600 yards of entrenched American infantry, but were pushed back by the Allies. The Germans lost 12 tanks during the attack. A renewed assault Saturday morning by 40 tanks and 2 Wehrmacht infantry battalions on the American flank quickly collapsed. At noon, February 20th, the German 8th Panzer Regiment slammed into the British at Highway 17. Despite its losses, Double Corps still had 150 tanks. February 21st, Rommel made a decision that would be the final act in the Kasserine battle. He ordered his 10th Panzer Division to proceed to Thala, and the Afrika Corps would push to El Hamra and safeguard the flank. General Belois, another German general under Rommel, led the attack on Robinet, an American general. The tanks came at Robinet along with some Italian soldiers. Hill 812 was attacked by battalions of German grenadiers, and they captured 5 howitzers, 3 lesser guns, and 30 vehicles. The Afrika Corps attacked and were pushed back by more than 2,000 rounds of fire from the 27th Field Artillery. The 16th Infantry then drove back the Germans who had taken over Hill 812, recapturing everything they had lost that morning. With Rommel now in command, the Panzers pushed back the brave British that lost 15 tanks before retreating. Rommel now occupied the ridge that was held by the Leicesters, who had lost 800 men. At 5 a.m., the British had launched an attack on Kasserine that was repulsed, with 7 tanks destroyed. Kesselring, the German in command of Rommel, officially ordered the withdrawal on February 22nd. On February 25th, the Allies picked their way through the pass, seeing nothing more than Arab looters. The total casualties of the 3-sequence battle will forever be unknown, but the estimate is 6,000 Allied troops, 183 tanks, 104 half-tracks, more than 200 guns, and 500 jeeps and trucks. On the other hand, the Germans lost fewer than 1,000 casualties, including only 201 dead.